thoughts of this one so far?
Pittsburgh's aggression in that first, keep pushing it forward.
Winds up, lets it go, and that's broken up. Shot! Nice save by the keeper to trap that puck in his chest. And now he tries to get it across to Cholowski. Passes it to Filppula. They've got numbers. It's a 2-on-1. Stopped by the blocker.
That's in a dangerous spot. He makes a good save here.
With you, so glad you could join us. It's a 2-goal lead we're looking at with the score 3-1. Detroit's ready to go on the attack. Deflected away. Nice defensive use of the stick there. Makes the save. Moves it quickly over to Nemeth. Nemeth's going to play it against the half wall. Pittsburgh's got the puck along the boards. Brings the puck into the offensive end now. Puts it on net. Denies him on the play. And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here. We haven't even hit the midway mark of the period. 3-1 is where we're sitting. Fans being treated to a lot of offense thus far. The Penguins gain control of the puck against the wall. A spirited battle along the boards for the puck. Pittsburgh's got a hold of the puck. Oh, reads it perfectly. Here's a chance. Here's a shot, and there's the save. And he gets the puck right back. Gets the full use of his stick on the poke check. And now it's over to Bertuzzi. Takes the feed. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Scandella. Puck lands right back onto the blade. Here's a chance, a 2-on-1. And he comes up with a big-time save on that. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. He scores! Make that 4 straight!
They seem stunned, like they cannot stem the tide. The 4 straight goals have been just a dominating stretch of play. Control of the faceoff by the offensive team allows them to snap it into position for the shot. The goalie's not set, and he gets beat on it.
Pittsburgh's offensive onslaught continues. What are you seeing down at ringside, Ray?
Domination. They've been the better team for most of this night. Now they're in such a large lead, it's very comfortable.
Mayfield's got it on the offensive end. Whacks it into the offensive zone.
3 seconds.
Here's a short pass to Mayfield. Pittsburgh's got it from behind the net. Takes the pass as he banks it off the wall. It's a 2-on-1. Oh, and comes up with nothing on the play. Referee's hand shoots high in the air. Looks like we got a tripping penalty coming up. Aston Reese called for tripping.
Like every player in the history of the game, he doesn't like the call, but he's going to have to go serve his minor penalty.
Man advantage takes to the ice. It's our first opportunity to get a glance at the special teams unit.
This is why you have meetings in the morning. You look at video of the penalty killers. You try to establish what their tendencies are going to be. Push the penalty killers into some place they're not comfortable.
Past the halfway mark of this period, the Penguins now lead by 3. Soderberg's won the faceoff. Moves the puck over to Carrier. Picked up along the boards by Soderberg. The Red Wings scoop it up along the boards. And now it's grabbed by Vatanen. Vatanen slowed down with the hook, and the official's arm is in the air. Official blows the whistle. Let's see what the call is. Larkin's going off to the box for 2 minutes.
That's kind of a bad penalty to take. You reach out with your hands, and the referee sees your stick parallel to the ice. He's going to call it most times.
Well, things should open up for both sides here with a little 4-on-4 action.
Well, the face-off, of course, is pretty critical. You're not going to have as many scrums 4-on-4, so if you get the puck first, you're going to get it and hold it.
Snaps it on net, turns it away.
High-quality chance, high-quality save.
Fires away, he gets that one too. Goalie plays it up, and now he angles it across to Ronick. Carries it across the line. Ernie's got the puck. Too much congestion in front. Pittsburgh's got a hold of it against the wall. Shoots it, gets in front of it. Pittsburgh's offense came to play in a big way, and they lead big time here in the second. Offense's own face-off, and he wins the draw. Here's a shot! Deflected shot! Sends a pass over. Great defensive effort with the strip. Moves it to Marchessault. Detroit's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Long reach breaks up the momentum. Puck grab by Philpolot. Dumped into the cross side. Laying the body. And now he moves it to Marchessault. Puck picked up by Cholowski. Receives the pass. Moves it to Nemeth. Pittsburgh's going to play the puck from behind the cage. And a brief power play will ensue now as the penalty expires. Here they come on the attack. Here's the pass. Great poke check on the reach. And that's broken up. Oh, that's a smart heads-up play as he breaks it up with the poke and manages to clear the zone. The Penguins have it behind the cage. Pass to Soderberg. What a block as he lays out in front of it.
It doesn't really matter that the power play didn't score. They've got such a nice lead. But I'll tell you, as a guy that made a living on the power play, I wanted to score every time I was out there.
Pittsburgh's had the better scoring opportunities and lots of them, which is why they lead in a big way here in the second. Puck is dropped and we are back underway. Intercepted. Stopped by the goaltender. Pittsburgh's got to be happy with where their game is at so far tonight as they continue to lead big here late in the second. Good read by the winger as the two centers tie up. Back on a stick now. Quick pass to Vatanen. Puck leaves the zone, forcing a mass exodus. Passes over to Vatanen. Gives it right back. Smart read by the defender to come up with it. Lets it go. Gets in front of it by laying out. Detroit's gained possession along the boards. Gets that puck back on a stick. Now a quick pass to Smith. Carlson swooping in on the attack. Comes up with the stop. Doesn't go. Detroit's got the puck along the wall. Slides the puck over. Lets one go. That's turned aside for the blocker.
In the second period.
Moves the puck inside the offensive zone. Knocked around, but keeps it going. Pittsburgh's got a hold of it along the wall. That's blocked. And there's the horn to end the period. They threw everything. The third period is just around the corner. Ray and I will bring you all the action in a moment. And we are just moments away from the start of the third period. 20 minutes to go here in regulation to what has been a very one-sided affair. Ray Ferraro is between the benches at ice level. Ray, we've got 40 minutes played so far. How have you viewed things?
Detroit's frustration's pretty evident. They've had all kinds of chances, but that goalie down there has been amazing.
The Penguins have built themselves up a comfortable lead here in this third period. Nice start winning the draw here inside the offensive zone. Blocked in traffic, and he makes the save. Jostling for the puck, and it's knocked away. Getzel's carrying it ahead. Puts it on net. Good hit. Stopped by the goaltender. Solid body contact.
Well, that's the end of his shift. Man, James, he took a huge hit, slowly getting himself to the bench where he can get tended to by the trainer.
From the point, they take control of it. Sergachev stick handling in his own zone. Puck dumped in. Detroit's got the puck along the boards. Nice defensive robbery on that. The Red Wings get a hold of it. Takes the feed in the middle of the ice. Into the corner. And that's picked off in front. Feeds the puck across to D'Angelo. And he sends it across to Smith. Just a great defensive read there. Takes the pass. Oh, couldn't finish the job. What an excellent opportunity, Ray.
They worked their way into good shape. He's just not able to beat the goalie.
They've got numbers. Oh, you would have had that, Ferraro.
Not really. I mean, I think I tried the same shot, but you don't hit the net. You don't give yourself a chance.
Puts another on the net. And that shot gets caught in traffic. Comes up with a big glove save. Trying to get back on the attack now.
This has been a heck of a shift for them. They've got them hemmed into the offensive zone. Now they can carry the puck around as the defenders are just going to play a tight box. They look exhausted.
Detroit's got a hold of it against the wall. Can't keep a hold of it after that hit. Shuts him down. Nielsen's taking it from his own end. Feeds the puck to Nemeth. There's the whistle, and a penalty is coming up on this one. Charging the call, it was almost like he was seeing red out there.
He might as well have yelled to the ref, I'm going to run through this guy, because as soon as he turned, the ref is looking at a big hit that's going to happen.
Pretty obvious. And they'll roll the power play unit right back out.
The best power plays are the ones that are successful after they've failed. They haven't been very good tonight, but you have to wash that away, not let it affect the current power play.
Gets it out of his own end. Detroit's gained possession along the boards. Quick feed to Mantha. Move to the middle. Oh, they telegraphed the pass, and he picks it off. Big stop by the keeper.
Quick reflexes. You make one, you make two stops before the puck is cleared away.
Looking to break out here on the power play. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. And a stick in the lane ends that threat. From the slot, and that's blocked. Grabbed along the boards by Mantha. Pittsburgh's got it in their own zone. Carrier's got it across the line. And that carries off a stick. Detroit's got the puck behind the net. And now he tries to get it across to Perlini. Moves it around along the half wall. Gets down low and blocks the shot. Pittsburgh's got a chance to work the transition game now, shorthanded. Blast from the point. Big time stop there. Great defensive stick work on the play. Big save by the goaltender once again. Moves it quickly over to Larkin. It's a 3-on-1. Slides it across. Special teams coming up huge on that goal.
They take advantage of having the extra man by moving the puck quickly. That's a beautiful goal.
Puck is dropped and play resumes.
Scored on the power play by number 50.
And that one's stopped.
Assisted by number 71, Dylan Larkin.
Pittsburgh's attempt to put more pucks on net has paid off as they lead it in the third. Carlson's won the face-off deep inside the offensive zone. He almost lost it for a second there, but regains control of the puck. Detroit's got the puck along the wall. Unable to reach that one. The Penguins have it in the offensive end. Oh, what a save! Bailey. And it's a quick pass to Ernie. The Red Wings take over on possession and makes the save. Puck scooped up by Filppula. Denied by the goaltender. Carries it in. Detroit's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Here's a short pass to Bailey. Takes a hit, but still hangs on to the puck. Here's a chance in front. Scores! He stayed with it and buries the rebound. Detroit's come back with a big one here in the third.
Grind away, dig away, now you got a chance. Only trailing by one goal.
Scored by
Moves it to Cholowski. Pittsburgh's got a hold of it along the wall. Sends it over. Detroit's looking to break out of their own end. Makes his presence known on the ice. Here's the shot. Oh, what a save with the glove.
for tonight's game. Our attendance, another sold-out game. The team would like to thank you for your continued...
Here in the late going to the frame. Detroit still down a goal here, but they have really picked up the tempo these last few minutes. And as the puck is dropped, they win the draw here inside the defensive zone. Scooped up along the wall by Aston Reese. And that caroms right off the mask. Final minute to go here in the third. Pittsburgh's got the puck along the boards. And now it's over to Aston Reese. Rips a laser beam. Oh, absolutely owns the crease tonight. Heads deep inside the offensive zone. Nice defensive robbery with the stick. Denies him again.
Really sharp. Never loses sight of the puck to make the second save.
Another save.
He's right on it. 2 consecutive saves. Tough ones at that.
And tries to make a diagonal pass to DeKaiser. Icing the call and a chance to kind of think it over here.
Yeah, as the game is close, these faceoffs become more and more critical. An icing call sends it back to your defensive zone.
Pittsburgh's not far from the finish line here as they lead it late in this third. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. And down he goes as the puck goes free. A chance in front! Stones him in front. Again, the denial by the goaltender.
Quick work. He makes 1 and 2 saves in a row.
Big play inside the defensive zone. Some great thievery in the open ice. And there's the final horn, bringing this one officially to an end. A deadlock no longer here as they've taken a 2-1 series lead now.
The pressure grows exponentially game by game in the series. I thought they responded better than their opponents and are full marks for their 2-1 series lead.
Great playoff action
guys?
tonight for Ray Ferraro. My name is
Blackhawks.
James Cebulski. We'll talk to you next time where the fun will continue.
You guys watch this video on Pittsburgh Penguins at the deadline since I didn't show it. I acquired Lundqvist from the Rangers and traded him to Detroit for third. And after that, a 4-3 win over the Detroit Red Wings in game number 3. Puts the Detroit Red Wings down 2-1 to our Pittsburgh Penguins in the East Final, 2-1. We're gonna play Game 4 as well, and yeah, so we're gonna start Game 4 in a little bit. Like right now, we lost in OT in Game 2, 5-4 in OT. We won Game 1. We lost in OT in Game 2. We beat Detroit 6-3 in Game 1 in Detroit. Now, so the series we're up 2-1 in the series. Calgary's up against Winnipeg in the West Final. We need 2 more wins to close it out, and we're in the Stanley Cup Final. So, yeah. So let's start Game 4. We're going to sim to Game 4. Ron Hainsey's back. I'll show you guys my lineup. So my first line is, excuse me. My first line is William Karlsson, Jake Gensel, and Jonathan Marchessault. Then it's Riley Smith, Sidney Crosby, and Lafreniere, however you want to say it. The third line is going to be, let's see where I can make the third line. There we go. Alright, so the third line is Carrier, Soderberg, and Alex Tuck. And then we have Zach Aston Reese, Teddy Bluger, and Joakim Nygard on the fourth line. And then on defense, we got Mikhail Sergachev playing with Sami Vatanen. Tony D'Angelo playing with Chris Russell, and then Chris Letang. Oh yeah, Chris Letang was gonna play with Sergachev, so it's gonna be Chris Russell, then Tony D'Angelo, and then John Marino and Sammy Vatanen. Ron Hainsey can return, so I'm gonna take John Marino out of the decor and put Ron Hainsey since he's 40. Let's give him one last hurrah to bring him in the Stanley Cup final. Let's bring him another Stanley Cup before he retires. He's playing in Ottawa right now in real life, but so we got Kubalik at the deadline. He got traded from Chicago, so I acquired him from Chicago. In the season, in 21 games, he put up 6 points, 3 goals, and 3 assists. With 2 years in Chicago, he put up, in 1920, he put 21 goals and 18 assists for 39 points. And then this shortened season for him, since he only played 40 games before being traded, he had 9 goals and 13 assists for 22 points. And in the playoffs, he's played 13 games, so he's played each series up to the East Final. He has 4 goals and 5 assists for 9 points in 13 games, a +2. And our goalie stats, let's check our goalie stats. Marc-Andre Fleury is the man for this playoff run that we're having right now. I acquired him from Vegas, or Detroit this year, but the first time I acquired him, I got him from Vegas, then I traded him to Detroit to start a rebuild. As you can see, in 1920 playing for Vegas, 16 save percentage with a 2.63 goals against average, or GAA, however you want to call it. That's when I traded him to Detroit. He had an 892 save percentage, which means once I got him back, he put up a 908 save percentage, which means that he thrives well in Pittsburgh and not anywhere else. He had a tough time in Vegas in 1920, so go to the playoffs, since he's been in the playoffs for a while. In 1819, when the Golden Knights lost in 7 games to the Sharks, he had a 908 save percentage and a 2.70 goals against average GAA. This year, he's 9-2-2, 1 shutout in 14 games. He has a 904 save percentage and a 2.74 GAA, which his GAA is worse, but his save percentage is worse. But he's playing with a good team now. So plus he's 36. He's been doing this for a while. And then our backup is Ryan Miller. He played 8 games for us this season. He was 4-3-0, 883 save percentage, a 3.66 goals against. That's not too well for Miller, but he's 40 years old, and he doesn't thrive in Pittsburgh like Fleury does. In the playoffs so far, he's played 1 game, and he has a 958 save percentage, so he thrives in the playoffs. 958 save percentage and a 1.6 goals against. That's awesome in this league, considering that there's more goal scoring in the NHL. He's given up less than 2 goals a game. That's awesome. But if he could just translate that postseason success to regular season success, we would have a better record. But our record was still solid. We had 102 points, I believe. I'm going to check. I think we had 102 points. Yeah, we had 102 points, and we ranked best in the Metro. That's where we are. We went 48, 28, and 6. One of the best teams in the league. We'll go to the league and see who the best team was. Well, surprisingly, who is in the West Final, the Calgary Flames had 120 points. I don't know how. But 55 wins, 17 losses, and They went 55, 17, and 10. They had 50 regulation wins. No, actually adding, it says regulation plus overtime wins. So they must have had 45 regulation, and they had 5 overtime wins. They went, I don't know. I wonder if they went 11 and 10, but they went. So Calgary is a good goal scoring team, and they keep the puck out of the net. Their power play is good. We ranked 3rd. Our power play was awful. The best power play was Tampa's. They went out in the first round. The next was Colorado's. Let's go back to that at 22.5%. The worst power play was probably ours. Wow, it was Columbus's. Columbus doesn't have a good power play. Who had the best PK? Well, the worst was the Blackhawks at 78.3, which makes sense because, I mean, they score 2 goals a game and they give up 3, so they're losing most of their games. They only had 75 points this year. Alright, speaking of, let's go back to the Penguins for a minute. 62.2 point percentage. That's awesome in this league. If you can get at least a 60% winning percentage, you'll be in the playoffs for sure. So we had 40 power play goals against. New Jersey was good. They didn't have a lot of power play goals against. Wow, we did awesome on the road. We did okay at home. Combining that record, we went 20. The last 10 games of the regular season, we split them 5-5. Man, Columbus went on a tear though. They went 9-1. The worst team in the league. Before we go to Game 4, the worst team in the league was surprisingly the Vegas Golden Knights. Wow, the Golden Knights had Robin Lehner and Corey Crawford on the same team, and yet they couldn't get it done. How? How do you not get that done with 2 excellent goaltenders? 65 points. That's it? 65 points. And then the Rangers had 66. Man, this was not even close. The Rangers and Golden Knights at the bottom. But the next team, the Rangers were behind the Devils by 5 points. The Devils were behind the Blackhawks by 4. They were behind the Sens by 3. The Sens were behind the Bruins, and then it starts to tighten up. But this was a stacked team this year. If we can get 102 points and finish 3rd in the league, man, we're playing the second place team who's playing against the Penguins right now. Detroit is awful. I don't get it. They were doing really well early in the season, but then at the end they just went off. I traded Lundqvist at the deadline, and apparently he just went off in Detroit. So Calgary's going to get the President's Trophy for sure. But they're probably not going to win the Stanley Cup because of the President's Trophy curse. But, you know, Sidney Crosby had an awful year, though. Only 75 points. He did have 40 goals. But 75 points is not normal for him. 74 for Gensel. I'm liking that. Marchessault has 62. So does William Karlsson. Alex Tuck had 60. Soderberg had 52. And he's 35. I signed him to a 3-year, $2 million deal. And he puts up 50 points, which is good. Letang, he put up 51. Wow, surprisingly, Aston Reese on the 4th line put up 43. Lafreniere played, he put up 41. Smith put up 39, which is kind of not good, bro. Kind of not good for Riley Smith because he needed to have a better season. I mean, I put him on the first line, I believe, and he still wasn't succeeding. I don't know what's wrong with him. The 40-year-old Ron Hainsey, I believe he is the oldest on the team. Chris Russell's next. It's either Chris Russell or it's Sidney actually, I think it's Carl Soderberg, then Hainsey, then Soderberg. Yeah, it's Hainsey, then Soderberg. Alright, we'll take a look at the goalie stats. Here's the regulation. Oh, so total. Total this year. Fleury went 40, 23, and 7. That's why. Wow. One shutout. He had an .892 save percentage this year. Well, thanks to a good backup in Ryan Miller. His record doesn't show it. But his GAA and his save percentage does. So he was giving up the same goals like he was. And, yeah. So let's move on to game 4. Let me just turn off commentary and stuff. I don't think you guys like that when I turn the commentary on. Let me turn that off for you. Yeah, we'll start game 4. Just letting you guys know it will be noisy. Just letting you know. I'm actually going to unplug my mic for this game so I can focus. And once I'm done with game 4, while you guys watch, take a look at the stats, take a look at the playoff tree, how we got here, how the Red Wings got to the East Final after rebuilding for a couple years. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Scored by number 59, Jake Gensel, assisted by number 98, Mateo Fortune, and by number 71, William Carlson. Time of the goal, 46 seconds. Detroit goal, scored by number 39, Anthony Mantha, assisted by number 44, Dennis Cholowski, and by number 20, Josh Bailey. Time of the goal, 2 minutes, 22 seconds. scored by number 19, Ryan Smith. Time of the goal, 3 minutes, 54 seconds. Scored by number 59, Tyler Bertuzzi, assisted by number 14, Robbie Fabrini, and by number 65, Cameron Kutner. Time of the goal, 6 minutes, 53 seconds. Penguins scored by number 89, Alex Tuck. Time of the goal, 8 minutes, 5 seconds. In the first period.
guys, I think that's gonna wrap up our NHL series so far. I'm thinking about going to maybe GTA and Minecraft. So the stream will still be going. It's just I'm not gonna be playing NHL. So